I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play is to the air. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
You're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. And a great try at that first down.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Hits his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Play action now. Burrow. Buying some time right. To the outside and complete to Olave. A gain of 27 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He sends this one to the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers start off well to tie things 7-7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll try and throw it here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 43-yard line.
From the 43. Completed to his running back. Delivers a spin move, and the ball's knocked free. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse. Like, All of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable.
He's got it inside the 25. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. A quick... form, Brock, already, and we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That one's cut along one sideline. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Setting up a throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That throw finds Pickens. Touchdown, New York. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round.
14-14.
We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 2nd and 3. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Third and 4 coming up now. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He gets 6 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They give it to him again. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. The coaches will file that one away the next time they really need to pick up a few yards.
Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Burrow out of the shotgun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Burrow from the gun. Throwing the out route, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. QB sneak coming, and they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
He finds him right side, and he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying the time for that play that led to the score.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. And it's the Jets looking at 2nd and 3. From the 36. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds his back complete. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. To throw it on first down. On the move, headed right. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
2nd and 1. Hauled in left side. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Man in motion, out of the slot. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Has the New York touchdown. The Jets earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets tie this game at 21. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Headed out right. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. He's going to push one deep down the right. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He's got it at the 24. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he crosses midfield before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's got a man left. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Play action now. Burrow. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense. Sigh of relief for the defense. And you got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They've got a man in motion. Third and short, it's Burrow. That's caught for the first. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To throw again, it's Burrow. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, most pass rushers really don't get enough credit for how well they read those quarterbacks. As he was fighting his blocker, kept his eyes on the ball, and he timed it perfectly to get a hand up in the throwing lane and force the incompletion.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's on the move. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Complete out to the right. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throw on 3rd down. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets making a 9-point advantage. Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing off the play fake here. Hits his running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, Burrow to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
On second and 10, Burrow again. And that one's unsuccessful. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing third and long.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Burrow from the gun. Dell's got it near the sideline. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up fourth and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. The Jets take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Trying for it with Burrow. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense. You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second and 8. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
Catch is made down the right sideline. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pass is hauled in by the running back.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Jets get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Only one.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, this is Floyd.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
He's going to throw this one. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Chargers take possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action now. Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete out to the right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. To throw again, it's Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets take over as he records his 10th career INT. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
From the 43. And they make the tackle at the 38. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Offense to the line for second down. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be third and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll run it here on third down. Strong running inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. They'll run here on first down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Give now to the running back. And he gets this forward to the 19. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They'll run here from the gun. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now, 4th and short.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And he's going to take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes down to a knee, and this one's over. They're on their way to the AFC Championship game.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the win goes to the Jets. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance.